Get that out. Don't be yawning during this show, young lady.
Young lady.
Hey, it's better than being called a hot mom.
Ugh, stop it.
You lovely lady.
Thank you.
All right, lass, let's get this show on the road.
Let's do it.
Hello, and welcome to the Strive Nation podcast, where we talk about the monotony of daily life, but that's okay, because sometimes that's exactly what you need in this crazy world. My name is Cory and Estreen, and I'm joined with my constant co-host, Taylor Huff. How are we doing today?
I'm doing good.
You doing good?
Yep.
That's fantastic. Before we get into the show, though, I want to remind everyone to go on all our social media links. That's Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Strive Nation Pod. And make sure you're following us, guys, because that's where we let you know what's up.
Yes. Stay informed. Woo.
Stay informed. All right, and we have your monthly scoop this episode. But first...
Upvotes and downvotes.
Upvotes and downvotes. You want to go first, Tay?
I can go first. My upvote is that I had a week off of work. Not because I took vacation, but because Tennessee is terrified of snow.
Well, it's not just Tennessee, though. It's like a lot of states. It's like Texas, too.
Okay, so Texas and Tennessee do not know how to handle snow. We have unfortunately found out.
Yeah. It's bad, too. And that's kind of, I realized my pet peeve living down here is when people are like, I can't get to work. I was like, bitch, you have no idea. Try living up in Wisconsin, man. We just throw on the chains and we go over like 4-foot drifts.
I could understand them if it was like 6 inches of snow. I'd be like, yeah, that's pretty bad. Like, I'll give you grace. But it's 2 inches. Or it's not even snowing. Like, it snowed the day beforehand, like an inch. And they're like, it might have flurries today. Can't open them all. What is that?
Right.
That's insane. I got off of work and I got paid, so...
I think a lot of people in Tennessee got off work. I don't know if all of them got paid.
No, I was lucky.
Yeah, I got lucky with a couple days as well, but it's like these people like, I'm waiting until it's completely melted before I leave my abode. I don't get that, because, man, you're wasting time here. We got work to do.
Well, so, yeah, the world doesn't just stop because it snowed out. Like, grocery stores, like, I don't know.
And then did you see all the Krogers and stuff of people mass buying everything again?
Yeah.
I don't understand. What do you think? It's the apocalypse? Everyone's like, I need eggs for months. I don't...
Yeah, I love how they get eggs, milk, and bread. And I'm like, so if the power goes out, what are you going to make?
They're gonna make French toast over the fire.
In a high-rise building.
Right, exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Oh, that was funny.
So you got a week off.
Yes.
So it was good.
It was great. What's your upvote, sir?
My upvote is obviously the Wisconsin Dells trip that we just had. Mm-hmm. That was a nice vacation away. Yeah. Although it was very snowy up there and no one was complaining about it. Not really. It was also -8 to -15.
It was so cold.
So when y'all think that, oh my gosh, single digits is cold, try living in negative degree weather with a wind chill that double-digit negatives. Try that for size. But yeah, we had a blast, and it was really cool seeing the people, I guess, no masking at the swim-up bars. That was pretty excellent.
Yeah. Do you want to tell people what Wisconsin Dells is? Because people don't know what it is. I think that's hilarious.
Oh, yeah. I guess people don't know what it is. So
no.
Wisconsin Dells is basically a tourist trap. If you think of, like, Branson, Missouri, or Gatlinburg, all of these places, it's a tourist trap like anything else. You go there, it's known for its water parks. Lots and lots of water parks.
Wisconsin, home to the world's largest water park.
Correct.
Because that makes sense.
Is that Noah's Ark?
Yeah.
That's the world's largest? Uh-huh. Outdoor. But what is the world's largest indoor? Is that the Wilderness Resort?
The world's largest indoor is like in Taiwan or something.
Okay. I was going to say, because that one was pretty big. It was like 3 of them hooked together.
It was pretty big. But the world's largest outdoor water park is in Wisconsin.
Oh, very nice.
At Wisconsin Dells.
It was good to go see the fam. Some time away from the kids, at least my family, my siblings.
I'll say we don't have kids.
We don't have kids.
We were around more kids than usual.
Right. Yeah. But it was fun. I got to crap my pants trying to go up water slides because I'm scared of heights.
I felt so bad. I forget that you're very scared of heights. And I don't think of going upstairs as scary And then I look over and I'm like, oh, he is not doing well.
Yeah, the general rule of thumb is if I have to go up high, just look up and never look down. That is the rule. If I look down, then I start shaking and yeah.
And yeah.
Yeah.
And it's funny for me to watch.
But it was great. I think everyone had a really good time. It was nice. It was nice away, even though I lost some of my weather days at work because I had already taken vacation for it.
Oh, darn.
So that kind of sucked. But it is what it is. Hopefully we'll get into some warmer weather here soon in Tennessee.
Yeah.
What is your downvote?
My downvote is we flew on Valentine's Day. It's not a huge big deal. But we got stuck on the tarmac. Tennessee doesn't salt the tarmacs, which I feel like should be common knowledge. If it's cold out, you like throw some freaking salt out there. But they didn't salt it, so our plane got stuck. Like we couldn't move.
Yeah, we were stuck there, and the worst part about it is we were stuck for like 2.5, 3 hours. And we were only like 10 feet away from the actual bridge.
Yeah. So we landed. We're stuck in the middle of the tarmac. They're like, we're stuck. Other planes are stuck. Hopefully no one lands and crashes into us. We finally get moving because they salted it and it's starting to melt. Then we're, 10 feet away from the jet bridge. And they're like, hi, this is your captain speaking. We can't make it the 10 feet to connect to the jet bridge. So we're going to try and get pulled in. So they're trying to pull us in. And then that wasn't working. And I'm like, ugh, let me escape down the slide.
And you knew that the pilot was like, I am so sorry.
Oh, he felt terrible. Well,
yeah.
They were probably flying all day too, and it's obviously their last flight, and then they're stuck working.
Right.
Just sitting there being like, fucking plane won't move.
Yeah, I can just imagine the little freaking, those, what do they call them? The luggage carts that tow around stuff. That's what was towing us.
Oh.
Is those little carts. I imagine just a bunch of them trying to like pull us.
Oh my God. I didn't even think of that. That's great.
Yeah, but we got off.
And then we got stuck at the airport.
Because all of the Ubers and Lyfts and no one wanted to drive in the blizzard. Normally up in Wisconsin, this wouldn't have been a problem. But here, it's like even a slight drizzle and people freak out. So no Lyfts, no Ubers.
No taxis. I called every single taxi that I can possibly think of. No one would even answer their phones to be like, no, sorry. They just wouldn't answer. I'm like, okay, cool. So we rented a car with 2 random strangers. And since we're from Wisconsin, we got chosen to drive the rental car, which does make sense. The other person's from Portugal. Clearly does not drive in the snow. And drove them to all their hotels and places, and then we got to go home.
Yeah, and the good thing is we didn't actually rent the car. The Portuguesian. How do you Portugulian?
I think the first one.
Portuguesian? That's not right, is it?
Well, because you're Portuguese.
Yeah. Well, anyways, he's the one who rented it, so he had to return it the next day. I did not.
Yeah, I was down for that.
That was a big bonus.
I know, because we were gonna sleep at the airport.
I mean, I was not spending $100 to $130 for a car rental for 8 hours. It was not going to happen. Nope. So yeah, but it was fun.
We made it home.
It's
a good midnight. Story.
Yeah. Yeah.
What was your downvote again?
My downvote is what happened a mere, a week later? 6 days later from that?
Yeah.
So because of the cold weather, we do live in the Stallman. The Stallman is a very, very old building. It's like a historic building in Nashville. Obviously, we've talked about it. The coldest room in the building had a pipe burst. And it wasn't a little trickle of water. It was like straight up Titanic, rooms flooding with water. You open up the doors and 5 feet of water comes. Stuff like that. We have videos of it. It is crazy, man. Anyways, water was coming through the light fixtures because it happened on floor 1. It was draining down into the storage units. And, I mean, we were in like a foot of water at one point. It was crazy. But either way, I was, like, waiting for our stuff to float away.
In its trapped storage unit?
Well, yeah, when we open the door up, just...
Oh, it just, like, floats down a little river?
Yeah. I was, like, waiting for it. Yeah, ceiling tiles falling. It was crazy. It was a big mess. And the only thing we lost was a couple of chairs and a lot of boxes. But everything we could wash, we washed. Everything we could salvage, we went for it. Because I don't think they would pay for anything anyways.
Yeah. The Yu-Gi-Oh cards are intact.
The Yu-Gi-Oh cards are intact. The sacred Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
The Harry Potter books are all... perfectly healthy.
Yeah, man. I probably have like $20,000 in nerd stuff down there. So
I know. I was so nervous about it. I went down there before Cory to like go clean it out, and I saw that the water had gotten through the top, and I was like, "Oh no!" Was not worried about my stuff. I was worried about the nerd stuff.
It was crazy, though. I've never seen that. It reminded me of Titanic.
Well, 3 days earlier, I was cleaning up another burst pipe, so.
Right. But that is upvotes and downvotes. Let's get into your monthly scoop. The monthly scoop for February. The first thing we have on the docket is we're still going to be talking about this weather because the weather is no good for Southerners. It's no good.
No, we can't handle it.
No.
Everywhere is in a winter, like, Snowmageddon, besides Florida, which I find hilarious.
Well, because I was thinking about that. It's like, how is Texas colder than what we are here in Tennessee? But how it looks like is like this weird circular oval thing.
Yeah.
Where, you know, it's rotating southern and then coming up through us.
Yeah.
And it completely misses like Florida. But the colder part is in Texas.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because they got single digits and we didn't get single digits.
Yeah, we did.
Not like they did. We were like, I think, what?
We got down to like 8 degrees.
Maybe on one of the days, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it definitely, they got the way worse of
Oh,
it.
well, yeah. Texas was way worse. Their main issue was that the power went out literally everywhere.
I found out more about this too today is because, I mean, you'll have like conservatives and liberals talking about like AOC was like, and this is why you need the Green New Deal. And then the conservatives are like, see, this is what happens when you have solar and wind and everything. It gets knocked out because the cold weather, you can't handle these in the cold weather.
Yeah.
And it turns out it was none of that. Because Texas, most of their electricity is basically contracted out. It's not like a government grid. It's like, it's private grids, right?
It's private grids,
So
yeah.
what's happening now is these private companies want to get their pay, so they're price gouging people.
Well, price gouging is illegal in Texas, though.
Yeah, but they're doing it. Like, it's like $11 per kilowatt hour for some of these places.
They're gonna get sued.
Maybe, but when everyone's doing it, you know what I'm saying?
Not maybe. Dan Crenshaw made a statement about it and was like, price gouging is illegal in Texas. If you see this happening, like, screenshot, take pictures, and like file lawsuits. That is unethical and illegal.
Well, I know that they say it, but when everyone's doing it, how do you really, you know, enforce it? Like, because there's a lot of private companies doing it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, unless you're going to catch them all, but I don't know. It's rough. It's really rough. There's people.
Yeah, it was a mixture of like several issues.
Yeah.
Like right now is when they don't have a lot of electricity usually going through everything. I mean, it's 60 degrees. You don't need the heat. You don't need the AC. So their productions were low. A nuclear plant, a sensor went off, so that nuclear plant couldn't produce any energy. The renewables were freezing. Their batteries couldn't charge anything. The oil and coal, all of those weren't producing at normal levels. It was just a combination of a giant shit show.
Yeah, and honestly, they're just not ready for it either. It's like they don't even have plows there. I was talking to some people at work, and the first time he's ever seen a plow is here in Nashville.
What?
Yeah, ever seen a plow like in person? I'm just like, Texas does not have that infrastructure. They're not used to that cold. I mean, how cold does it normally get there in winter? 30 is the coldest or something?
Maybe.
Yeah, they're not ready
for... around
for...
like 40.
Right, 30, 40. Yeah, that's what I was saying. It's just like, woof. They're just not ready for it. There's people huddling around fires and stuff. A bunch of people don't have water.
Yeah, people were taking water out of their community pools to put into their toilets to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
Yeah, they're still going through it.
And amidst all of this weather catastrophe, Ted Cruz decides to go to Cancun.
Honestly, I would do the same thing.
I know, me too.
Screw it. If you have the money to do that and your kids are like, Dad, it's freezing, let's go somewhere, I'd be like, okay, yeah, let's go.
Right. I don't know why everyone's nailing him to the wall for that either.
Yeah, I was also thinking about this more too, because everyone's like, wow, he represents the state of Texas. He should have been doing more, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, he represents the state of Texas in Washington, D.C. Like, he doesn't actually do anything in Texas. Like, what power does he hold in Texas? Literally none. He represents Texas in Washington, D.C. Like, what was he going to do?
Well,
Nothing.
and on top of that, what do you, like, you can govern from away anyways. You're just making decisions. Like,
Yeah.
is he personally, one man is going to alter the weather? Like,
Dead Cruz.
I don't understand what they're thinking. Like, how dare you? Basically, what you're saying is you're jealous because you couldn't leave like he did.
Yeah.
I would do it.
Oh, I would easily do it.
Right? I wouldn't even feel bad about it.
Mm-mm.
But Democrats are railing him because he left the state, and then they're comparing it to They're like, oh, conservatives are talking about Gavin and Nancy doing their things. This is the same thing.
Oh, yeah. People comparing them, absolutely not like the same case whatsoever. Ted Cruz didn't make a law saying you can't travel in this bad weather.
Right.
Nah, he just like pieced out. Versus Gavin and Nancy were like, hey, you can't be doing this. And then they went and broke the rules and went and did that.
Right. We're talking about Gavin Newsom and Nancy Pelosi, for those of you who don't know.
Side note, we thought we saw Nancy Pelosi in Kroger the other day.
Like a real life Nancy Pelosi.
She was spitting image of her.
Yeah.
It was fantastic. But
was
yeah,
great.
anyways, people compare them. I don't agree with it. It's not the same comparison. He wasn't breaking any laws.
No.
He was just trying to get some sun.
I don't blame the guy. Leave him be.
People should have been paying attention to Andrew Cuomo, though.
Why is that?
You know, he just lied about all the COVID deaths in nursing homes.
What?
And hid it from the federal government.
What?
I think that's ridiculous. Let's talk about Ted Cruz, but let's not talk about Andrew Cuomo, who actually was killing people.
Yeah.
No,
I mean,
it's fine.
you can straight up watch his press releases on it, too. He straight up basically admits it. He's just like, yeah, but... yeah, that's not the full story. You gotta, like, know the full story. And also the nurses were doing it. The nurses were going in, okay? We didn't tell them to go in. It was the nurses coming in and giving everyone COVID.
Why does Cuomo sound like Trump all of a sudden?
I don't know. That's just my overall voice. I don't know.
Your New Yorker voice.
Well, oh yeah, I don't really have a New Yorker voice. I should get one.
It also came out that he was calling up different assemblymen and trying to blackmail them into staying silent about this entire issue.
Yeah, because that doesn't scream I'm innocent.
Right? He's like, I'll ruin your career if you don't do this. And the guy's like, but like you did it.
Recorded. No, just kidding. Like, come on, man. Like that's how you know these people are corrupt as hell.
I know. You gotta face the consequences. Like you got found out.
Yeah.
Like don't.
It's not even not found out. How about just don't do it? Don't do shitty things, maybe.
Well, yeah, you shouldn't do crap things to begin with.
Right.
But and then you hide this, and then I don't know. No one's talking about it, which I feel like that should be like the major headline.
Yeah, well, if it is a major headline, Chris Cuomo definitely wasn't reporting on it.
Oh, yeah. Wait, who does he report for? CNN?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, CNN said that he's not allowed to report on his brother anymore.
Wonder why that is.
I don't know, conflict of interest?
Or, like, it's all going to be bad press, and if you're going to say something, it's got to be good, and there's nothing good to say, so it's like, hey, bro, stop killing people. Like, I know. Yeah, just stop.
But no, he wrote a book about his leadership during the COVID crisis.
Yes, he did. So make sure you do not go out and buy that.
Yeah, because it was clearly a hoax. How to be a good leader. Lie about COVID in your state. Can you imagine if Ron DeSantis did that?
He's got a killing elderly people for dummies book.
That's terrible.
First chapter, how to use COVID. I'm just kidding.
Oh no.
That's okay. It's not actually named that, but it should be.
Yeah, you're not exaggerating.
All right. And so we do have some news relating to Gavin Newsom as well. While we're here, the citizens of California, the residents, did acquire the 1.5 million signatures required for the recall that they petitioned for.
Yes.
And guess what?
What?
He says that they have to be verified signatures before they can go through with it. They have to verify them for fraud.
Wait.
Isn't that funny?
Now we care about fraud?
Now we care about fraud because these signatures are fraudulent.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's almost like we should have done this a couple months ago during like the presidential election.
Yeah, because the presidential one seems a little bit more important than Gavin Newsom's. But, whatever. Potato, potato.
I hope he gets recalled.
I know, right?
I'm like really hoping that 1.5 million signatures sticks.
It's like it's one step for man, one giant step for California.
Poor California.
Right.
They need help.
Yeah, they're just, man, I'm just waiting for an earthquake just to crack,
Chop them off.
Yeah, and chop them off so they can float off into the sea.
They're desperately trying to hold on, yet Texas is like, please let us be our own country.
Well, at this point, they're like, no, please, give us your energy. Oh, that we're horrible people.
No, we're not. And a little bit.
A little bit. It is great.
I need Dave Rubin to run as their governor, so.
We need all these traditional liberals and conservatives coming out to run for stuff, guys. That is what we need.
He's a traditional liberal.
He is a traditional liberal, or a classical liberal.
He's a classical liberal.
He likes to say. Yeah, they're basically the same thing.
Same shit. He should run.
Yeah.
I think he'd have a real chance.
I think so, too.
Oh, God. Or, you know who would actually run?
Who?
Kanye.
Oh, let's just end that. Let's never do that again.
No, Kanye and Kim, they're getting a divorce. A huge part of it was because of him running for the presidential election.
I don't know what
Cory
to say to
has
that.
Nothing to say.
I'm completely lost. In other news,
math is racist.
Apparently, math is racist now.
Only if you're in Oregon.
Yeah. So what do you have on this whole math is racist thing?
Okay, so I heard about this, and I didn't actually believe it. I thought it was all like clickbaity, and then I researched it, and I'm like, oh no, this is like a real thing. So Oregon's education department recommends a course that claims asking kids to show work in math class is white supremacy.
Huh.
Yes, it is insane. Parts of it, it's a class for teachers, right? To learn how to teach math to kids, because apparently their college degree doesn't mean anything.
Okay.
You know. The course consists of 5 sessions. Educators are going to learn key tools for engagement, develop strategies to improve equitable outcomes for Black multilingual students, and join communities of practice. The course has a plan of action to deconstruct racism in mathematics and visualizing the toxic characteristics of white supremacy culture with respect to math. How is math white supremacy?
I don't know, man. This stuff is getting too cray for me.
I think it's crazy. They go on and talk about how white supremacy culture infiltrates math classrooms and everyday teacher actions. I don't understand what is racist about math.
Yeah, I don't get it either.
Because
1
it's
plus
science?
1, racist.
Wow.
2 plus 3 equals 5. You know, you're fine there. You're fine. 2 plus 2 equals 4, racist. Like,
yeah,
It's
insane. They said asking students to show their work is a crutch for teachers to understand what students are thinking. The whole point of showing work is so you can understand their thinking of how they got the problem wrong, so you can tell them how to get the problem right.
Yeah, bro. If they're showing incorrect work, then you know that they're not following the proper pathways to getting the correct answer.
Oh, you know what? It's because they said it's objective. Math class is objective.
Is it now?
Yeah.
Ah.
They don't want you to say right and wrong because it's objectivity.
Bro.
So math isn't real, or science is also not real.
Nothing is real.
Nothing is real. Nothing exists.
Oh my gosh. I'm done. I'm done with this story. I don't care.
I know. It's
I'm done
crazy.
With it. I'm done
Everything
with it.
is racist.
We need to move on to one of the other bigger, funnier stories of the month.
Speaking of science, Fauci says we have to wear 2 masks now.
Yeah.
Double masking.
Yep. Triple masking. You know what? Just quadra-mask.
Just put a plastic bag on your head.
Just put a plastic bag over your head, tie it up.
That's a joke. Please don't remove
do
us
that.
from the internet. So, first we couldn't wear masks. Or we shouldn't wear masks because it was not bad. It was not good.
No, because the whole masking thing doesn't help, and it does bad things for respiratory, et cetera, et cetera.
And then we got told to wear a mask.
And then we needed to wear masks because it was very important to help with our respiratory stuff.
And then Fauci says to wear 2 masks, but literally every single scientist in CDC says don't wear 2 masks.
Yes, because one or the other does something with respiratory stuff.
It's so stupid. I had someone make the greatest comparison. Do you want to hear it?
Go for it.
Did you go to sex ed when you were in high school?
I think, yeah.
Did they ever tell you to not double wrap it?
Oh my gosh. Okay. I don't remember. That was a very long time ago.
Well, yeah, you're like really
I'm
old.
like super freaking old now.
Well, for everyone who doesn't remember sex ed, you're told to not double wrap because it doesn't protect you anymore. Or doesn't protect you 100%. So it's the same as 2 masks.
Yeah, it probably increases breakage too. You probably increases your pregnancy rate. So if you double mask, chances are that you're going to get hot and you're going to pull them both down because it's too much and you're going to get the virus. The second that you pull down the mask, it's over for you.
The second you do it?
Yes, the second you pull down your masks, plural, you're dead. That's so just so you know, you should probably, like, if you're going to be hot, okay, you should bring a fan with you so that you can wave it on you, you know. But then that causes issues because if other people aren't wearing masks and they're blowing, you know, their feces all over you, and then you're using the mask to fan yourself because you're hot because you're triple masking, you're going to get COVID anyways. So what I'm saying is you're screwed.
Basically, you're just going to get COVID.
Yeah.
Okay.
So double mask and triple mask and whatever suits your fancy.
I can't.
Whatever floats your boat.
My favorite game is to see all the people who double mask and to secretly judge them.
Yeah, that's my favorite thing. So, like, we were at the airport. We were flying back from Wisconsin Dells and watching these idiots double mask. I was just like, you do realize how stupid you look, right?
Yeah.
Like, just so you know, like, you straight up are screaming dumbass. You might as well just have a printed right across your forehead.
My favorite is the cloth mask underneath the N95, which prohibits the N95 from making the proper seal on your face to do its original purpose.
Isn't that great? Isn't it just lovely?
That's so stupid. I'm like, wait, do you not know how N95 works? That's the whole point, is it seals to your face. Now you got something in the way.
And that just proves to you folks that people will listen to anything.
And believe everything. Especially if it's CNN. If it's CNN, you know it's true, so. And Fauci, he's a doctor.
Yeah, Fauci's a doctor. Okay, so
yeah.
He hasn't been wrong about anything in this epidemic. Nothing
at all.
Yeah, so that's pretty good news. In other funny news, AOC is very, very overdramatic, and she likes to do so, you know, to push the agenda, you know, whatever agenda it might be at the moment, whether it's the Green New Deal or, you know, racism or what have you.
Children in cages.
That's a good one. She likes that one a lot. You know, she was caught lying about that one too.
So she did an Instagram Live telling everyone about her traumatic experience that she went through the day of the Capitol riots. I'm not going to say she's lying. I am going to say she's being dramatic and maybe exaggerating and not quite telling people exactly where she was, because then you find out that she wasn't even in the Capitol building.
No.
So she's talking about how, and then I heard pounding on the doors, and then the hinges bending. Like,
the hinges bending.
Like, you're so dramatic. Okay. It was the Capitol Police coming to tell her, like, hey, there's an incident. We'd like to take you someplace safe. You know, them, like, doing their jobs. She then proceeded to say that she was unsure if they were actual Capitol Police because they were white. And that maybe they were just dressed like Capitol Police to take her.
She's all kinds of horrible.
AOC, you are not that important for someone to want to take you.
No, trust me. I mean, if
no one wants you.
Right, if someone's taking you, it's so no one else has to listen to you anymore. Okay? That's pretty much where we're at with you.
Yeah, we're sending you
Go
to
back
Mexico.
to bartending.
Yeah, so she was very dramatic. And then it came out that she was in a building connected to the main Capitol building. But she wasn't even in the building at all.
Yeah, and then she started spreading some crazy rumors about pipe bombs and all kinds of stuff.
Oh, yeah. The whole bomb thing and how bombs were being placed everywhere around her.
Yeah, and she was fearing for her life. She wasn't even close.
No. I love how she went into, I forget the woman's name. She went into someone's office, and the lady's just sitting in like at her desk drinking coffee, and AOC comes in, is like, I need to hide. They're coming after me. And she's like getting into this random senator's closet as this lady's just sipping her coffee. Oh, and then I found out that AOC was concerned that she was wearing high heels. She took the tennis shoes off of one of the aides to wear.
Wait, she took it off him? Like, I'm more important, I need your tennis shoes?
So she's in the closet concerned that she's in high heels and she's not going to be able to run away. So then the other senator looks at her aide and she's like, can you give her your tennis shoes? And the aide has to give AOC her tennis shoes.
See, it's even in stuff like, oh my, I can't.
Isn't that crazy?
All kinds of horrible. All kinds of horrible.
I can't stand her.
You know, and this isn't the first time she was caught stretching the truth beyond imagination, but the other time was the fence post that she had, you know, talking about the kids and
on
everything
Instagram.
on the border, when it turns out that photo was like entirely fabricated.
Wasn't it like a Walmart parking lot or something?
Yeah, there were like some kids walking by on the other side or something, and she's like looking down at the gate. I'm like, bro, this is a Walmart parking lot. Like, get out. Like stop.
That's just what I have an issue with. Like, if she were to talk about how she was concerned for her safety and she was very nervous about the situation, like, that's fine. Like, you can have your own feelings. But then you go and exaggerate it, and then you have a history about lying about things. I'm sorry, then I don't care about your feelings.
Well, and that's what I mean, she's been doing this for so long, too. Like, if you ever watch her Instagram stuff, you're just like, straight up, you make me want to throw up. Lady, come on. Get out.
Lady, get out.
Lady, get out. I don't know.
Speaking of getting out, Chris Harrison's going away.
Well, because a lot of people are getting canceled these days. You know that? The cancel culture is real.
Everyone's canceled.
Yeah.
Everyone.
And it turns out it's like they're getting canceled because they bow to the mob because everyone's thinking it, but no one has the balls to stand up for what they believe.
I know.
You know?
Yeah.
But everyone's thinking it. Even Chris Harrison, who's spouted leftist stuff before, even he was like, okay, we should give her some leeway.
Wait, yeah, so tell people what happened.
Yeah, so Chris Harrison is the host of Bachelor Bachelorette, the whole franchise. So basically, he is in deep water. There's this contestant who is found at one of those old South parties back when she was in college, I think,
In college, like an antebellum plantation party.
Right.
So very, like, Gone with the Wind.
Right. She was at this party, like, years ago, and she was found out, and obviously, as you do, as the mob does, they find her out, this contestant, and basically rip her new one, calling her racist and all these horrible things online because of this. And Chris Harrison was just, guys, calm down. You know, maybe she has a story behind it. We don't want to completely destroy her livelihood, her family, you know, her reputation when you don't even know the whole story. Mm-hmm. It also was years ago. I think we should extend some grace.
Yeah.
So he says that. And then, ABC cancels him too?
Yeah, they pulled him.
Yeah, so he steps away, but then you had, like, Rachel Lindsay, who is woof. Woof, man.
I hate
That's all
her.
I can say. She just basically called her racist, call Chris Harrison was espousing racism, or what was it? Pushing racism, what was it?
Pushing racism and white supremacy, I think.
Yeah, I'm just, I can't. It's too much.
What is racist about going to a historical accurate party?
I don't know. The one thing this is what I never understand about all this stuff becoming racist is, like, does anyone even know what racism is anymore?
I don't think so.
Like, doesn't intent have anything to do with racism? Okay, for everyone that's listening, if you don't really understand what racism is the belief that your ethnicity, your race, is superior to the others around you, right?
Yeah.
In what way is going to this party racist if that's not what you believe? Like, I don't know.
I don't agree with it. I don't think it's racist.
It's not racist. It's like if I ask someone if they're Indian, people are telling me that's racist. How is that racist? I'm asking if they're Indian because I'm curious.
Like, you want to learn about their ethnicity.
Right. It's just you have to...
And, like, their
right.
culture.
Don't you think it's intent? Racism has to be an active, like, intention of promoting your racism.
Yeah.
Like, with your belief that you are superior as a race to other people. With the insinuation that you are. That's intent.
Yeah.
Like,
intent 100% is what goes behind it. Well, that's like what happened with Morgan Wallen, the country music artist. He went out with his buddies drinking, got wasted, was walking into his house and said, he yelled back to his friend, something about, like, getting home safe, and called him the N-word with an A on the end in a term of endearment. That was the intent behind it, and then he got freaking canceled.
Yeah, do you really think Morgan Wallen's racist, guys? Like, honestly.
No!
I mean, and people can... Here's another thing. Can you say racist things in like a lapse of judgment and still not be racist? Yes. Like, people have been kids, they've been stupid all the time. You've probably I mean, people have done these things, right? But does that make you racist by saying one thing that was a mistake? No.
No.
Do you actually believe that you're superior to other races because you said something stupidly once? Mm-hmm. No, it doesn't.
Yeah, and especially like his intent behind it was not racism.
Right.
It was like, yo, get your drunk butt home. Like, you better be staying safe.
Right. And then the double standard kicks in too. So, but it's not racist when all of these rappers are using it in their music and everyone's praising them for these awesome videos and everything.
Yeah.
Saying it. But then it's fine.
And if you're a black person, you can use it as a term of endearment.
But no one else can.
But no one else can use it.
Right.
I think it's an all or nothing. Either everyone's allowed to say it or no one's allowed to say it.
Yeah, I agree. Because, like, I don't understand. I feel like so much of this is intent. And people aren't giving that. Everything's racist. Like, literally everything. We just talked about how math was racist. What the hell, man?
I know.
What is this world coming to?
I know.
People are losing their minds. That's all I know.
People lose their livelihoods. Like, Morgan Wallen got taken off of every streaming platform. He got temporarily suspended from his record label. And he just released an album, like, I think 2 months ago. Mm-hmm. So this is, like, prime time to, like, make money and try and get everything out there. And then he can't because everyone's like, ew, Morgan Wallen's racist. Let's cancel him. And then they shut him off of everything.
Well, and what all these agents are doing too is they're like, bro, you have to come out and apologize. Like, actually, like, no, you have to be super apologetic.
Yeah.
Like, basically tell them how shit of a human being you are and you're trying to be better.
You can't do that. It's so disingenuous. Chris Harrison apologized, and I'm like,
bruh.
Bad mistake. Morgan Wallen didn't apologize immediately. He did end up apologizing, but it was like a week and a half later. So, I mean, his apology wasn't.
But it's like, at what point do you guys got to put your foot down and stand up for what you believe? If you didn't say something racist and you believe it wasn't racist, okay, it's not even whether you believe it wasn't racist.
Yeah.
Then at what point you gonna stop letting these crazy bullies and these mobs tear your life apart? Mm-hmm. Stand up for what you believe. None of this is gonna change until you do so.
Yeah.
So.
Well, people did stand up for him. He ended up getting 300 million extra downloads because of all of this drama.
Well,
people are like,
good for him.
Screw this. Like, that's wrong. Like, you can't do that to him and download his music. So there are people out there willing to stand up. But the thing is, if celebrities and all these big political figures don't stand up, like, how do you expect the little person, like Joe Schmo that works at Coca-Cola, to stand up for what they believe in?
You know what this is? It's almost like it's tribalism and identity politics.
Fucking identity politics.
That's what it is, bro. If you gotta believe what the masses believe, otherwise they will destroy you and kill you.
Yeah.
It's like this stuff leads to communism or something. I had to throw a joke in there. I had to throw the joke in there, guys.
There's one person who stood up to the mob.
Yes, and we love her.
We're obsessed.
She's our new favorite person.
Gina Curano.
Gina Curano.
She's amazing.
Yep, she is amazing. She was amazing on The Mandalorian. She's amazing after she left The Mandalorian. She's even more amazing because she left The Mandalorian.
Yeah. Well, she didn't leave on her own.
Well,
like, she got
a little.
But she didn't apologize.
She did not.
She refused to apologize.
Nope.
So she had been on, like, Disney's watch list for a while for becoming more and more vocal. She is more conservative leaning. So she made a post, a tweet or something. Oh, so it was an Instagram post comparing how in Germany with the Nazis that it wasn't just straight up Nazis right away. It was pitting neighbor against neighbor, which, hello, after what we all just talked about, is clearly going on in the U.S. Like, we can't deny that.
Clearly.
Like, you have to buy from brands that have the same political views as you. You have to listen to music artists or only shop at the same ethnicity-owned restaurants as you. Like, it's already happening here. She just made an observation and commented on it. Didn't say anything about liberals and conservatives. Didn't put any of that in there. Just saying, like, this is really eye-opening. This is how Nazi Germany started. So she gets canceled. She gets fired from Disney.
Lucas.
or
Yeah.
Lucasfilms,
Right.
whoever the powers may be. It better not be Jon Favreau though, because I'd be fucking pissed. Because I really like him, and I'm scared that he was like the trigger.
I'm not gonna lie. I wouldn't doubt it. These people
I
people
know.
submit to the mob. Like they straight up submit.
Yeah.
Like these actors they'll give you whatever you want as long as they keep their fame. You know.
But the double standard, Pedro Pascal can also do a Nazi reference on Twitter, and
it was
get fired.
wrong. It wasn't even a correct reference.
And it was inaccurate.
It was factually inaccurate.
Like, if you're gonna make a reference, like, at least make it factually correct so no one can argue with you on that point.
Right.
Like, it was incorrect, and it was a Nazi reference, and you didn't get fired.
No, it's double standard. It's as long as you go with their narrative, they'll keep you around.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as they don't like what you say, they're going to destroy your life.
Yeah.
That's how it works.
I know. But she didn't apologize.
Nope.
Because she didn't do anything wrong. She didn't apologize. She didn't bow down to the mobs. She didn't do what they told her to do. She's like, I did nothing wrong. This is what I thought. I wanted to put this out there for people to kind of think about it. And that's it. And that's how we're now getting a movie with her and the Daily Wire.
Yeah, and if you want more information on that whole story and her, because she is really shaken up, definitely go and listen to the Daily Wire, Ben Shapiro's show, his Sunday special edition with her on it. It just came out today.
Yes.
It is. It's got 1 million views already.
I know.
It's like people are waiting for this or something.
Well, I was waiting for it.
Yeah,
this morning. I was like, I gotta listen.
Yes, it was very, very good. Definitely go give that a listen. You'll get some more insight and information on it.
Yeah, she's our hero.
Yep,
she
she's
joined
great.
the rebellion.
And then people tried to cancel Tom Brady, but it didn't work.
Oh my gosh, I forgot about Tom Brady.
Yeah, Tom Brady wins the Super Bowl. Best quarterback ever to live. Not even close.
Aaron
Just kidding.
Rodgers?
No, I just had to say that for all the
I
people
would
who
say
want
you don't actually believe that.
all the people who want to suck Tom Brady off. They just want to,
Oh.
you know. No, it's straight up. At this point, I'm like, okay, you people, just go suck him off already, okay?
Aaron Rodgers is the true GOAT.
Well, he's more skilled, but that's we're not getting into
we're not going to discuss
We're
that.
not getting into this.
Tom Brady won the Super Bowl during Black
Yeah.
History Month. Freaking racist, man.
Yeah.
You should have let the other team win. How would you not let the other team win? They have a black quarterback.
You're obviously a white dude, and you just beat a black guy in the Super Bowl. You're racist, Tom Brady.
You're a white supremacist. Freaking stupid, man. He did make one little whoops. After the Super Bowl, he got white girl wasted and was seen throwing the Lombardi trophy from boat to boat down in Tampa.
Yeah, and some random Karen wants an apology, so...
Not some random Karen. Her great-great-grandfather is the one who designed the original Lombardi trophy.
Oh, well, I don't think she's going to get an apology.
No. Do I think it's like a little disrespectful? Kinda. Do I think it was hilarious to watch him chuck that from the boat and see the other people catch it? Yes.
Yeah, I mean, it was funny, but I feel bad for all the players that'll never see that, and then he's just chucking it. Like, I do feel for them.
But what do you think about all the other teams that win, like, Stanley Cups and stuff, and then you see them drinking, like, beer and champagne
Yeah, I don't
those?
agree with any of that.
Oh, you don't agree with any of it?
No, because, like, this is what people fight their entire lives to achieve, and you're treating it like you don't give a shit.
Okay.
So I have a problem with all of it.
So you disagree with all of it?
The whole thing. Yeah,
Okay.
I don't, like, it's just disrespectful. You know, these people fight their entire lives to get that. You know?
think they should handle it how league handles their trophies?
I think
Louis Vuitton cases.
Yeah, well,
and scared to touch it.
well, yeah, and the nerds are too weak to lift it up.
That's true.
But no, it's just there's something to be said about playing your entire life to be the best and achieve the best. And then when you've gotten so many that you don't give a shit and you're chucking it from boat to boat and it could crack, oh well.
Yeah.
Like,
to have some decorum.
Yeah, I have. That's just the maturity there is a little daunting for me.
No,
so.
I do agree with you.
Yeah,
I just liked watching the video.
No, I thought it was funny, and I don't really care, I guess. But at the same time, I do think it's disrespectful, so I didn't really like that he was doing that. I did find it hilarious that he was hammered.
He was so drunk.
Yeah, and so, yeah. Anyways, few other things yet. Rush Limbaugh passed away.
Yeah.
And
that's sad.
What blows my mind is how horrible people are being to this dude.
After he's deceased.
Well, he died, and they're like, this is great, that racist is finally dead, etc., etc.
Yeah.
And he wasn't none of those things. Changed the media landscape. for the better, I would say.
Yeah, he was the first conservative radio host ever.
Yeah.
Like, he paved the way for Fox News, for literally every podcast, our podcast, to be able to talk about politics like this.
Right.
You know, you don't have to agree with everything he's said or done, but to be elated that he has passed away, I think that's, like, you should be shameful of that.
Yeah, that's horrible. You're a horrible human being if you're glad someone is dead. It doesn't. I don't even care who it is, really. I think you're a horrible human being if you wish the death on people, or you're glad people are dead just because they have different views than you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you really need to rethink about your where your morality lies.
Yeah, like where your moral compass is.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a professor that said that the day that he passed away, she felt euphoric.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. These Marxists are freaking me out, man. They're tweaking me.
I know.
I'm like losing my hair. I'm just kidding. I don't have any hair. But if I did have hair, it would be gone.
You're losing the beard hair.
Wait, maybe yeah, I'll lose the beard hair. Yep. The last bit of news, and quite possibly the greatest news ever.
Oh my god, so stupid.
Is Donald Trump is acquitted again. He defeats Nancy Pelosi in the ring, boxing off versus her, and comes out victorious again. 57-43.
We all knew this was happening.
We knew it was going to happen. Guys, he left office. Leave the dude alone.
He's a private citizen. Why are you trying to impeach a private citizen?
He didn't even do anything wrong anyways. He didn't incite violence. Like, honestly.
Peaceful protest.
Bro, just go and listen to his speech. Where is inciting violence there?
I
not. Can't.
I loved all the doctored evidence they had during the trial. Did you see all of that?
No.
They're like verified. They added verified check marks to people's tweets they were showing to make them look like more credible sources.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
And then the edited videos of his speech. And I'm like, did we not all just watch the exact same speech? Like, we know what parts you cut out.
Yeah. These people are idiots.
Yeah. But I'm glad he got acquitted.
Yeah, me too.
I don't think we should be running for president.
No, I think he should be done.
I think we should be done.
I think we have a lot of good candidates in line, though. I'm very excited.
Yeah.
I mean, not that I'm wishing my life away, but I can't wait for what's going to happen in 4 years.
Yeah,
so,
it's gonna be interesting.
It should be another fun go, guys. It should be another fun go. But that is all we have for your monthly scoop.
Yes. Our next episode is obviously going to be 2 Wednesdays from now on March 17th.
Yeah, and make sure you check out our YouTube channel as well. Go over there, subscribe, like all the videos, watch all the videos. Comment. We'd love to interact with you guys there. Yeah, we have live premieres every other Wednesday. So we're in the chat. We'll answer your questions. It'll be a good time. Mm-hmm. So make sure you go and check us out over there.
Also, check out our affiliate link for Instacart. You can order your groceries for delivery through their app. They will text you if they're out of your product and offer suggestions. They will also not give you shitty produce, which other people do. I'm not going to say a name. Thanks so much for listening. Follow us on all socials at Strive Nation Pod. And don't forget to like and subscribe.
Feel free to show your support and check out our Patreon. And remember, when the world is upside down, Strive Nation's right side up. Have a good one, guys.
Bye.